tourism special ambassador for gastronomy. And today we are looking at holiday drinks. Hey, Carl, good morning.
What's up, Miss Vic Candy? How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
It's good to see you. Yes, I
Likewise.
was commenting on that beautiful dress you were wearing once upon a time.
Once upon a
Ah, we
time.
love that dress.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
it's actually, it actually is a good theme because I'm talking about drinks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I thought it looked like a very stylish Manhattan sort of cocktail,
I
which was,
see.
yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
nice.
Yes. So,
Thank you so much. So we're looking at holiday drinks.
yes. Do you know what I get upset by? Whenever I hear a person say, I like this kind of drink, and then that's the only drink they have, right?
Mm,
And I always feel like a drink is very specific to an area. Like you don't just say like I like this type of tea. Like why would you drink that type of tea? Like for example, I'll drink a Tanganda in Nyanga. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
or drink a Zambezi. Sorry, I'm talking about brands. I haven't been paid for these brands, but I'm saying drinking a Zambezi in the Zambezi sounds a lot better. So I'm just going through a number of different drinks that you may want to do according to my own experiences or why I love those drinks. So in the morning, right? I'm a morning person, so I love to wake up very early in
Oh,
the
you're a
morning.
morning person.
Yes, I've had the privilege of staying in some of these amazing safari camps, right?
Yeah.
And I think I say it over and over again on this show. But one of the things that I love about the safari camps is that they come and they put this coffee in a French press into your room. So there's like a little window where they put your coffee, and then you get this freshly made coffee brought to your room. Now, what's special about it is that these safari camps, these tents are far away from each other. So it means kuti coffee kwayabva uko kuti izosvika kuroom kwako is actually such a cool thing. So that it gives you that sense of like luxury. But if you're not going to do the luxurious sort of coffee, there's what we call the cowboy method of doing coffee.
Mhm.
So I don't know if you've bought like, that fancy coffee, pin on my espresso machines and that kind of thing, right? That you can actually make the coffee on a fire. So you can boil the coffee in a teapot, right? On a fire, bring it to a boil, then put a little dash of cold water. The coffee grounds all come down to the bottom and then allows you to have a nice cup of coffee by a fire. This is great if you're going to be doing camping. So it's a great way to sort of connect up with your morning sort of routine. Then when we went to Ethiopia now, guys, every street corner has got like an Ethiopian coffee ceremony.
Mhm.
This ceremony is incredible. Like
Ah,
there'll be a woman just sitting by the side of the road that you roast my coffee beans, ako, the smoke and whatever it is, and then they grind it, and then they make this cup of coffee on the fire. Vokupaka small taste cake coffee. Sometimes they even put like a butter on the coffee. It just adds that extra dimension to the flavor of the coffee.
mhm.
So, which reminds me, I haven't had coffee today, so I'm feeling a little bit slow. Anyway,
So you have coffee every morning?
nowadays for some reason I don't know. Hey, coffee going to do it.
It's gonna coffee. It's gonna
I
coffee
have to
diet.
make life decisions. Kuti ndotengere coffee guys, kana kuti ndotenga muriwo wanhasi. So sometimes you just don't want to go for any type of coffee. So it's very expensive at the moment. Next thing is the tea, right? Zimbabweans are big tea lovers. So because we were colonized by the British, we were very good on our tea. But if you travel to the UK, guys, you must go to these little tea shops where they have different types of teas from your Earl Greys and those kind of things, right? Perfectly brewed in a pot, and you're drinking it in the right kind of equipment. This is also another thing that I always say. It's also good to make sure you've got the right equipment. When you're having a cup of tea, have it with a teapot kako, ka milk kako kakadziswa, my tea bags kana kuti masamba ako nekastrainer handiti
Mm.
kwete kuzongoshandisa beer mug kuita coffee. I'm not saying kuti people drink my tea on my beer mug. There was a time, for example, when I was doing a show in India, and we had to travel between Mumbai and a place called Pune. Now, if you look this up, right, when you're driving from Mumbai to Pune, you actually see lots of waterfalls
Okay.
in between, like Pasai Pe Road. Imagine they just have
Whoa,
waterfalls. Yeah,
wow.
and it's incredible. But one of the things that I saw, which was amazing, is this stop. Everybody stops at this tea shop. Gadzira tea hovu. Well, they call it chai. Vanogadzira tea hovu yakatoiswa sugar, mukaka, everything,
Chai
and
latte.
vanokugadzira ka small cup kanenge ka short cup, and people actually just stand by the side of the road. You see truck drivers, you see, just to drink tea. Apana chavari kumbodya, they're just drinking tea. So we need to sort of understand the importance of that halfway stop, for people who are tea drinkers. And for those who are thinking of opening a business, you really should consider opening these halfway stops and really marketing them from the perspective of a tea stop or a coffee stop. Then there's the tea hovu, obviously. So in India, I got the opportunity to cook for the first lady. She had invited like 200 businesswomen, kuwabikira mu bush, right? 5 course dinner.
Oh, nice.
And it was incredible. Imagine women dressed stylish, my hats, what, and it mombe background. And so I made this dessert using tea or vanagadzira, like a panna cotta, which is like a jelly. So you turn the tea into a jelly, and then we served it nechimodo, ne masao jam, and then we made like a tuile. But I love tea ovu so much. And I'm trying to think of doing tea hovu in where it's not just about funerals, because that's the only time you're doing tea here. Paneka tea katinonwa my funerals, but we must do it like in the mornings, kuma weddings, kuma rora,
Yeah.
some
Because
positive.
that's our say.
Yeah. So for those who are the alcoholics who are kuteerera the show at the moment, takupinda mu squad renyu
They're
match.
like, I thought you said holiday.
Holiday drinks. Anditamuka
What's this
makuseni ka
tea
taroa
hovu?
coffee taroa coffee ne tea. We must now start thinking about what we're doing during the day. So one of the things that I really love is the South African wine tours, right? Like there's some friends of ours who took us around, like Miranda and Farai. They took us to these wine estates, and just getting to enjoy their wines at those estates is pretty cool. So you can't just go to South Africa ongoing to one wine tour. Try to go with a friend who can showcase the wines that they love and then go and visit those estates. Or like Tinashe Nyamudoka, who's a very recognized Zimbabwean sommelier. We'll talk about that in a bit in terms of my jobs, my wine. So, yeah.
You've been doing a lot of those as well, right?
Yes, exactly. Wine tastings, just educating people on wines. I think we've now done about 200 bottles.
Oh, really?
Yes, I think we've been sort of count. Vano, no more guys. Hey, Vano can throw down. We're really getting them. So but it's good to educate yourself on wines. Every wine has a story. Every person introduces you to a wine, there's a story behind it. So it's good to enjoy those tours. If you're in Southern Africa and you're doing tours, especially by the coastline, try and enjoy these white wines. And then when you go up north to some of these colder countries, get more into the heavier sort of red wines, because you're going to be eating a lot of like hearty sort of meals. Whereas like in Southern Africa, we're doing a lot of seafood by the coast. So that's just a guide for stuff that you can do. Then there's the aspect of craft beers. So vanofarira mabeers musangomwa mabeer from my established companies. Kune smaller brewers vanogadzira quite interesting beers. Not just in Zimbabwe, there's some local beers here in Zimbabwe. South Africa has quite a number of there's a place in Cape Town that does 99 craft beers, right? 99 craft beers that you can experience. Travel to countries, Australia and that kind of thing. They have a very big culture of craft beers. If you are a beer drinker and your woman is not a beer drinker, then you can do what's called a shandy, which is to do maybe like a quarter beer and then 3/4 Sprite or like lemonade to make a shandy. And then the person you're with can also enjoy kind of the feel of what a beer gives without having to experience. I know to taste ye isingafarire nevanhu squad inovava havazvifarire izvozvo. Then there's stuff like for example, like doing watch parties. I do like watch parties whenever football teams are playing. Your favorite team, it could be Liverpool, maybe Man United, munoitawo watch party ameno. Ndakanzwa squad munofarira zveman united munomwe kana muchiona Man United mvura just to because mune muchipopota the whole match panenge pachida ka lemon water. So Liverpool guys,
yokudyiwa paweekend
guys hatiri kudya
ndachipedzesa
aiwa hatiri kudya
yakabhiniwa nemabhini
aisusuka
back to back.
exactly ndosaka tichizoita takabata zvedu cup ndomatinomwira madrinks edu mucup medu isusu ndozvatinochiita. Thanks Nelson for having my back. I appreciate that. Exactly. She's holding it down. Then pama sunsets manje kune team rema cocktails guys. Kune team rema cocktails. Ma sundowners guys. Get into the habit of having my sundowners. Zwari richidai so mochaga nzvimbo ine a nice view so that you can watch the sunset. Samora Machel probably is one of the most incredible sunsets in the world, I think. If you go down, Samora Machel is the best sunrise sunrise and the best sunset. Saka zuva rinosumukira kuend kwesamora machel uptown rozoenda downtown richidzika at the end of the day. It's such a beautiful sight. I think it shows the country in such a beautiful light, although there's quite some controversy now that that road was decided. Actually, it was people coming to work would have the sun in their face or something. Weird thing. But let's turn it into a tourism plus and make it a positive thing. So sundowners is when you gather with friends and just have a drink or two, kwete 10 drinks. Kana zuva ravira chendai kumba handiti kwete zvokuzoita 3 a.m. handiti aiwa sundowner 6:30 to about 7 mapedza handiti mongoroa
like
like
30 minutes to an hour.
exactly. So I'll introduce you to a cocktail. Obviously the best sundowner cocktail is a gin and tonic. There's stuff like mojitos, cosmopolitan, pina coladas, a daiquiri. Inonzi daiquiri. Daiquiri, exactly. So, but I'll introduce you to another cocktail which Zimbabweans should definitely get into, which is a caipirinha. A caipirinha is like a Brazilian cocktail, right? But
what is it, caipirinha?
Yes, the main ingredient in a caipirinha is cachaço. Don't know if you're aware of that.
Really?
Yes. So in Brazil, they have a drink called cachaça, which is made the same way as cachaço, except it's legal.
It's fermented.
Yes, it's a fermented sugarcane spirit, made exactly the same way. The origins of the cachaça is from Africa. So the Munumutapa kingdom coming out, so the Sofala route coming from Mozambique, right, into the Munumutapa kingdom, out Angola going to Brazil. So that's how we've got that similarity in drinks. So even though Kunoku in Zimbabwe, we don't really celebrate like maybe the alcohol distillers must make a cachaço, for example, version that's done in legal, framework, because in Brazil it's like $99 a bottle.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I thought I'd just share that piece of information. So the cachaça is made using fresh lime, cut into small wedges. Then you do the process called muddling, where you put like some sugar and then you like you pound it in the cup, right? And then you put like a few shots of your cachaça, and then you put crushed ice, and then you pour, let's say, for example, a soda, or it could be like a lemonade, and you gently stir and serve. So the caipirinha is actually quite a good drink. Then for those of you who go to church, vanoda anonzima mocktails, although we don't believe in mocktails. A mocktail is a cocktail, it's not alcohol. Which goes against my beliefs, but you know what, I won't judge. Yeah, nditi kune mazimbabweans anoda saka mocktails ese anopiwa mawedhi ekuti virgin mojito, virgin Shirley Temple, virgin, I won't say this other name. All right, anyway, but yes, but these exactly, yeah, you have it on the beach. Yes, exactly. So my virgin cocktails, you must look them up. There's a lot of different recipes. If you want to know, you can always send me a WhatsApp. I'll give you a number at the end of this. Then there's also my traditional drinks. Sarandine drink gadzira. After my grandmother used to run a shabin kudara, where she used to take shake and she would mix it with ice cream and chocolate syrup. So I call that the maslongwani. I now make this dish as like an ice cream or sorbet, and I've served it as far as like State House to top hotels and that kind of thing, just trying to keep my grandmother's memory alive. So it's just using our local brews. Saka even kana vanhu vagadzira 7 days kumusha kwekwe moenda neka ice cream kenyu kana ka chocolate syrup, and then add it in there mogadzira ka drink, or growth point travels atakambotaura at the beginning pipe kuti mukambostopa growth point mongotenga I think 80 cents, and it 80 cents ka shake can you then you can learn how to speak perfect English. Apparently, I saw that on social media. You become a professor of many different things. So anyway, just to close off, I just wanted to talk about just a few of the jobs that also exist, job opportunities in this area, Yema Drinks. So a sommelier, for example, is a wine expert, right? Trained to talk about wines and to pair wines with meals. Quite a high-paying job, attracts a lot of big tips. We were talking about cruise ships last week, so I was just talking about some jobs that will really give you a good start, Kuma cruise ships, if you get training. And we're going to be doing some training at the capital in that regard. Barista is a coffee artist, someone who understands my different types of coffees and how to use them and blend them and roast them. Coffee kande roaster. Aisiyongojura woisa mucup mako. And then mamixologist ndovanhu vanotamba tamba nemamixture vanoziva mamixture ekuziva kuti gin vodka inonzi chi vachimixa mixa neice vamwe vanokanda kanda mabhodhoro zvinobhadhara mari yakawanda izvozvo.
Okay.
So that's it for me. So anyone who wants to learn more about this, you can send me a WhatsApp saying cocktails to 0774 280 So that's cocktails. Send it to 0774 280
Thank you so much, Carl. Holiday Drinks. We're also live on Facebook. You can go watch. When is the next wine tasting?
Where next week?
Really?
Yes, next week. I don't know what kind of wines we're going to be looking at, but yeah, we are excited about it. I've got a cool menu I'm going to be putting with that,
Oh, wow.
with those wines.
Thank you so much. You can also hit him up for that and more. Galaxy Travel, opening our minds to different amazing things as he does, Carl Joshua Mulve. We do this again next week, same time.